What's up, y'all? Phil James. Today is December 7th. It's 2017, and it's Thursday. So, yeah, I'm at work right now, but I had to bust this story out because this is absolute madness. AI is now so complex, its creators can't trust why it makes decisions. So, in other words, the AI is so complex, they have no idea how, why these machines and AI systems get the decisions that they come to, like how they make these decisions, how they come to their conclusions. They have no idea how. So that's pretty crazy. AI has determined which images from space are interesting, but how does it choose? Artificial intelligence is seeping into every nook and cranny of modern life. AI might tag you friends and photos on Facebook or choose what you see on Instagram. But materials scientists and NASA researchers are also beginning to use technology for scientific discovery and space exploration. Well, that's a waste for that AI because there's nothing to explore. Ha ha ha. Alright, but seriously. But there's a core problem with this technology, whether it's being used in social media or for the Mars rover. The programmers that built it don't know why AI makes one decision over another. Modern artificial intelligence is still new. Big tech companies have only ramped up investment and research in the last 5 years, after a decades-old theory was shown to finally work in 2012. Inspired by the human brain, an artificial neuron network relied on layers of thousands to millions of tiny connections between neurons, or little clusters of mathematic computation, like the connections of neurons in the brain. But that software architecture came with a trade-off. Since the changes throughout those millions of connections were so complex and minute, researchers aren't able to exactly determine what is happening. They just get an output that works. So do you trust something that you have no idea how it's making its decisions, what it's taking into effect, what conclusions it comes to and how it gets them? Like, would you trust that? Because I wouldn't. It almost makes me think that, some hidden entity, is providing decisions or helping make the decisions. We do have D-Wave, which is a Ouija board on steroids. We do have 5G being hooked up, so there's, the cloud or the Skynet. So, entities making decisions for these things or helping them come to decisions wouldn't be too far-fetched at this point, because if we're hearing about the stuff, it's been out for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going to hear about AI unless they already had it. So my guess is there's already some sort of super intelligent AI out there. Somebody already has it, I'm sure. At the Neural Information Processing Systems Conference in Long Beach, California, the most influential and highest attended annual AI conference, hundreds of researchers from academia and tech industry will meet today, December 7th, at a workshop to talk about the issue. While the problem exists today, researchers who spoke to courts say the time is now to act on making the decisions of machines understandable before the technology is even more pervasive. So basically, we're letting these AI systems, AI bots and whatnot, make decisions, and we have no idea what is fueling those decisions. So that's a scary thing, guys. We got to realize what that means. This thing might not have our best interests at mind. We created it, but that thing, those AI beings, don't have our best interest. So it might make a decision that will hurt humanity as a whole. As these artificial neural networks are starting to be used in law enforcement, healthcare, scientific research, and determining which news you see on Facebook, researchers are saying there's a problem with what some have called AI's black box. Previous research has shown that algorithms amplify biases in the data from which they learn and make inadvertent connections between ideas. For example, when Google made an AI generate the idea of dumbbells from images it had seen, the dumbbells all had small, disembodied arms sticking out of the handles. That bias is relatively harmless when race, gender, or sexual orientation is involved, it becomes less benign. So I'm not going to read the rest of this. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in here. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and touch on that because, we're sitting here taking decisions from something that we have no idea how it gets the decisions or how it comes to those decisions. You know what I mean? For instance, why would they trust AI to control their Mars rover or orbiter if they don't know why it's making the choices it's making? Makes perfect sense, right? So yeah, I was gonna go ahead and see if there was a video or something. I haven't really looked through this page very much. All right. Well, alright y'all, I'm going to go ahead and cut this. We don't need to make this video very long. The point is here, you get it, you understand what I'm saying. Decisions are being made by AI and we have no idea why or how it's being influenced. So that ultimately means it does not have our best interest at heart or at mind. Yeah, at heart. You like that? Not literally when I say that, but you know what I'm saying. We don't know how these things are making these decisions that they're making, or if we should even trust these decisions. So yeah, keep that in mind. Keep your eyes up. AI created AI already. So AI creates AI, and we don't know how they make the decisions they make. So it's coming, guys. All right, y'all. Peace.